Please enjoy the video. Subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Thank you for watching.
It seems to me as humans, we spend our whole lives searching for the state of bliss. I can't find it anywhere on a map. There is a Bliss, Idaho in the United States. There is also Bliss Island located in Canada. When I served in the U.S. Army, I was stationed at Fort Bliss, Texas, named after Colonel William Bliss. But these are all locations and far from the bliss I'm referring to in this video. So what is this elusive state of bliss I'm talking about? The dictionary defines it as perfect happiness or serene joy. From a religious perspective, it means the joy of heaven or paradise. Thinking about this takes me back to an old movie I watched with Billy Crystal and Jack Palance called City Slickers. They were riding horses on the trail and Jack Palance asked Billy Crystal, "Do you know what the secret of life is?" He then held up his finger and said one thing, "You stick to that and everything else doesn't mean anything." Billy Crystal responded, "What's the one thing?" Jack Palance's answer was simple but deep in meaning. He said, "That's what you gotta figure out." I truly believe that each person has their own state of enlightenment inside them, whether it's philosophical, religious, or something else we can't explain. We all have a gift within ourselves waiting to come out. We just need to find it. Seeking our own truth may not be easy, especially in today's world. There are many things and people that stand between us and happiness. Sometimes we get in our own way of seeking happiness, and the path is different for each person. We succumb to daily pressures of work, outside influences, and believe we must perform like an actor on a stage to keep things in balance. We sacrifice our own well-being for what we perceive as our role in whichever circumstance presents itself at the time. Some people are inherently fearful about what others think about them socially. They jeopardize their own joy to fit in with the crowd or be accepted among their peers. They even participate in unacceptable behavior knowing that it's wrong, which sets them up for failure in becoming a better person. This also creates a conflict within themselves, which pushes them farther away from achieving their own peace and balance. This is especially true with the younger generation that seems to believe everything they hear or see on social media. They fail to do their own research on a subject or investigate what is the truth because it's much easier to buy into the lies and misinformation that bombard them each day as they cruise through their favorite sites online. As we get older and hopefully wiser, our brains no longer accept the falsehoods presented by mainstream media, politicians, or social media sources. Maybe as we get older, we care less about what people think about us. We are more accepting of the fact that our time here on earth is limited and we must abandon everyone else's opinion about what we do or say just to be popular. Our selection process on presented information becomes something to consider, but not accept as facts because we saw it on the internet. What a surprise! Not everything we hear or see through the miracles of technology are true. Finding a positive balance and harmony in our lives is no great secret, but it's a choice that takes some effort on our part. It reminds me of the old Native American parable about the wolves living inside of us. A grandfather is talking with his grandson while sitting under the stars. The grandfather says, "In life there are two wolves inside of us which are always at battle. One is a good wolf, which represents things like happiness, kindness, bravery, and love. The other is a bad wolf, which represents things like greed, hatred, and fear." The grandson stops and thinks about it for a second. Then he looks up at his grandfather and says, "Grandfather, which one wins?" The grandfather replies, "The one you feed the most." Something to consider in the larger scheme of life. Now, growing older doesn't guarantee you the promise of finding bliss in your life. I have known many older people who remained toxic and hateful until they left this world. They drive away any chance at happiness by their own actions and intentionally sabotage relationships with families and friends. In my opinion, I believe that each of us comes to a crossroad in our lives, and we must choose the direction we go. This decision may eventually improve ourselves mentally, spiritually, and help us to navigate the obstacles that get in our way. Many think to themselves when they reach their own crossroad, which is the better road to take? Should we take the easy road or the hard road? Which will provide us with the life lessons we need to survive and become better people? That is something each one of us must decide on our own. It's like Forrest Gump said, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. In other words, there are many choices out there as we make our way through this world, so choose the right chocolate. Bliss is also closely related to finding the state of grace, but I can't find that on the map either. One of my favorite songwriters, John Denver, wrote, "Now he walks in quiet solitude through the forest and the trees, seeking grace in every step he takes." Now I wonder if John was referring to seeking grace more on a spiritual level or living a godly life, or was he just talking about the discovery of self-enlightenment? Either way, I think he was talking about a journey out of the darkness and confusion toward a more rewarding life of understanding and peace. Isn't that something we're all looking for at one point? Another important issue I want to cover is that there are times when our bliss or happiness can be taken away through no fault of our own. We lose loved ones or friends before their time and question why it happened. We think about our last words to them, second guess our actions during our last meeting, or wonder if there was something that we could have done different to change the outcome. This is when we must decide to either give up and become lost in our own pain, or continue to live our lives in their memory, knowing that is what they wanted us to do. If you think I haven't experienced this firsthand, you would be wrong. Your bliss, happiness, or joy, or whatever you want to call it, can be found in many forms. It is out there waiting for you to discover it. It could be riding a motorcycle on the open road, making music, the smile of your children, grandchildren, or even great-grandchildren. It might be worshiping your God or helping the community and those in need. It could be fishing, traveling to new places, or spending quality time with family and friends. There's no limit to the things you can do to achieve bliss in your life. There is no magic pill to make it happen. It must come from you, and it is not hard to find. It is there on the surface, waiting for you to set it free. Find your bliss and you will find yourself.